Welcome to CTV News Trendline with Michael Stittle and Nick Nanos.
Cost of living crisis, things like food inflation will play a role in the budget likely. And there are also major talking points for Conservative Leader Pierre Poilievre. An interesting thing happened recently, connecting a top Poilievre advisor with Loblaws. Listen to this.
Conservatives, as you've seen, are slowing down the reform that we're proposing. That should come as no big surprise to all of you, as we've recently learned that one of the top advisor to the opposition leader has been more busy to lobby for the industry than to fight for consumers.
Pierre Poilievre has been standing up for months now, pretending that he cares about high grocery prices faced by Canadians. And it turns out that his top advisor is working as a lobbyist for Loblaws. I think Mr. Poilievre owes some explanations to Canadians.
Nick, just to provide some background here, Jenny Byrne and Associates does have some on its staff linked to Loblaws in Ontario. Not Jenny Byrne herself. They say it's limited to cutting red tape in beer and wine sales. But the optics are a little strange here, and it's clearly, something that the Liberals are trying to use to push back on Poilievre's attacks. What do you make of all this?
It's a drive-by smear, Michael, a drive-by smear by the Liberals, kind of stretching the truth a little bit because, according to the registration, that Conservative advisor was actually not registered as a lobbyist. Mm-hmm. Just happens that 6 of her colleagues in the shop that she owns were working on the file, and I'm sure that the Liberals are just trying to basically smear this advisor and to try to make this a little bit of a story. And that one of the reasons why is because, go figure, in a survey that we did with Bloomberg News just a couple months ago, when we asked people who was responsible for the rising cost of groceries, at the very top of the list was grocery stores at 28%. And second, actually of note, was rising cost of fuel at 18%. So that's kind of, so the top. So I'm sure the Liberals are trying to connect, lobbying activity for the grocery stores to that top Poilievre advisor. At the same time, Canadians know that, with the carbon tax, that's added fuel costs and transportation costs. That contributes to the rising cost of groceries. But drive-by smear, I think drive-by smear. I think that's basically what it's about. And you know what? If you're 15 points back, it's kind of like the drowning person trying to grab a rope. I think the Liberals are just trying to grab something and hope that it sticks to Pierre Poilievre and his team.